check in with our South 7 conference for the first time tonight. Mount Vernon back at home. The 4-3 Rams hosting 5-2 Cahokia. Should be a pretty good game. We're going to give you a live look here inside at Ken Hunt Stadium in Mount Vernon, where the Rams will kick off, as we mentioned, at the top of the hour against Centralia. Now, with a win, the Rams will claim a share of the South 7 conference title and keep their playoff hopes alive heading into the final week of the regular season. Earlier today, News 3's Paul Wilcoxon had a chance to speak with Mount Vernon head coach Dan Mings ahead of tonight's big matchup.
Week 8 is rivalry week in the South 7 Conference, and here at Ken Hunt Stadium, it's no exception as the Mount Vernon Rams set to host the Centralia Orphans. With me right now is the head coach of the Rams, Dan Mings. Dan, thank you so much for joining me here today. As you prepare for Centralia coming up here tonight, what are your expectations from this contest? What are you seeing from the Orphans as they come in here?
Well, I mean, they're strong. They've got the best defense so far that we've seen, on film, on paper. They're really hard to score on. So, I mean, it's going to be some tough sledding for us and maybe a little bit of an uphill climb, but we're game.
You're sitting at 3 wins right now, but you're in week 8 and you got an opportunity to, if you win tonight, you will be one step closer to being playoff eligible, but also you have a chance to get a crack at that South 7 Conference Championship. How do you see your team right now sitting at where it's at in week 8?
Well, I mean, we're probably pretty happy. As the season goes on, expectations change. Our initial expectations, we just wanted to be in every ball game. We didn't want to, have any running clocks thrown on us and those types of things. And then as the season went on, we caught a little fire and had some good things happen to us. And we've had some bad things happen to us. But, tonight, if we win tonight, the worst we can do is tie for the conference championship. That doesn't mean anything as far as playoff goes or anything like that. But a win tonight gets us one step closer with one game to go. So, it's still not out of the realm of possibilities. And if we win tonight, somebody's going to have to share the conference championship with us. And, that's what we'd really like to do.
So when you're looking back on this team, you've taken over officially for a few months now, but as you started camp in the beginning of June, what has impressed you, or what have you seen from this team from the start of camp till now and everything? Well,
the kids have been really attentive. They've been really focused. There hasn't been any missing of practices. When a program's been down for so long, you think you're going to find some issues and some other types of troubles, but we didn't have that. The kids were here every day. They worked every day. No behavioral issues. I mean, everything has just been better than what we had ever expected. It's just been a lot of fun, honestly.
Well, Coach Mings, thank you so much for joining me here before the kickoff and everything. We'll have more here from Ken Hunt Stadium coming up later on Sports Extra. We're back to you in the studios.
Thanks, Paul and Coach Mings. We appreciate the time. You're looking right now live at some of the cheerleaders on the field in Mount Vernon. This is going to be a big game tonight, and we're going to have lots more from this game coming up between Mount Vernon and Centralia later on in our show right here on Sports Extra.